Wow, what an incredible last 2 days you've had at Apple Park. It's been more than 24 hours since the keynote, and I'm still buzzing. We were up bright and early to get some good seats for the keynote, and this year there was a particularly large group gathered today at the Steve Jobs Theater, including many of my favorite YouTuber friends from around the world. I even got to meet some of my favorite Olympic athletes, gymnast Steven Nedorozic and swimmer Ryan Murphy, and OG YouTuber Connor Franta. If you'd like to learn about all the new devices that Apple announced, you can click up here for our first impressions video. But another incredible thing that I got to do was sit down with Apple's VP for iPhone product marketing, Kaiann Drance. We talked about everything iPhone, and it's an interview you definitely need to watch. If you watch Apple keynotes, then this next guest needs no introduction. Hi, Kaiann. It's really great to see you.
Great to see you too.
And great to be able to talk to you in person. I know the last one was online, virtually.
Thank you. I'm so thrilled to be here too.
We have a lot to get to, so let's just dive in.
Okay.
The first question, I think, is a question that I've asked all my creator friends today. I know you're a marketing person, but as an iPhone user, what feature are you most excited about?
Apple Intelligence. And I've been using it, and it is transformative. It makes so many things easier. Some of the things you don't even have to think about. My favorite is the summarization. We all get so many notifications, messages, and mail. It's just amazing to be able to take a glance and see that quick summary at the top of every message.
Especially on a day like today.
Especially on a day like today, and then I'm going to know if I can wait, or I can open that, or I need to take action on it. But it just hands that all to you, and it's in a personal way, and it's a private way, and I think that's going to make a big difference for people.
I've been an iPhone user since the original iPhone, and today I'm really giddy with excitement because it really feels that, everyone's talking about AI. And Apple has its own take, everybody has their own take. Apple says it's a new era for Siri, but it feels like a new era for the iPhone.
It is a new era for the iPhone, and one of the reasons why is because it is just so integrated into everything your iPhone is. And the iPhone is that most personal product in your life, that most trusted product in your life. And now with Apple Intelligence, it's integrated in all the different apps that you use, such as the writing tools. Virtually anywhere you can write something, it's there and it's available. It's in photos for the things that you do so much, being able to search for photos, make memories. It's like all that goodness that we use our iPhone for every day. There's Apple Intelligence in those touch points. And I think that's transformative.
It is, and there are features available when it launches. There are features coming later this year, and there are like teasers of things to come.
Absolutely. We're at the beginning, and this is going to be an exciting moment.
What was it like to design the iPhone with AI in mind?
Oh, wow. We heard Sri talk about in our keynote, what is Apple Intelligence going to require? These large generative models that are so powerful, a lot of it starts with silicon, right? We got to be thinking about what's the silicon that's going to do really well, not just for the Apple Intelligence today, but also what we're going to do with it going forward. As you talked about, there's more stuff coming, right? So we got to be thinking about it, having that performance and also that efficiency, where we lead the industry in that incredible performance with energy efficiency, thinking about memory, thinking about how we access everything, and again, like making sure that we work together with the way we've designed the battery, the way we've designed the thermals, to make sure that it's all working in concert so that we're going to be able to support, the really powerful capabilities of Apple Intelligence. And that was part of it. And with camera control, we looked at it as camera, but as you talked about, camera becoming something more, right? Yeah. And then looking at, well, this camera control can also be a visual intelligence tool to use that as well.
I know we're just scratching the surface. I am so excited for what's to come.
Me too.
For this interview, I had all my questions on my 11-inch iPad Pro. I love it so much, especially for taking notes. And if you do too, check out this video's sponsor, The Paperlike, a screen protector for your iPad that makes it feel like you're writing on paper. How does it work? Micro-B technology called nanodots are engineered onto this super thin plastic film, mimicking the stroke resistance of real paper, all while reducing glare and without sacrificing screen clarity. It's just $44.99 for a 2-pack. Give The Paperlike a try at paperlike.com/GadgetMatch. Now back to the interview. Let's switch a little bit, but I feel like it's related in a bit. A camera control.
Yep.
I know a lot of folks are going to call it a button, but it's definitely not. I know you didn't call it a button on purpose. There's so much more to it, right?
There is so much more to it. And when we think about adding things to our hardware designs, we are very intentional about it. And so we added this camera control because it does so much more than a simple button would, right? You could see how smart it was. You could do a click, you can do a click hold, you can do a light press, a double light press, and it all invokes even more deepness into the camera, right? So just a simple click, you can take a photo. That might be where some people stop, and that's great. You can click and hold to take a video, or if you want to go deeper and access some of those other camera features, such as some of our power users, you're going to be able to do that. And then it's exciting to see third-party apps doing stuff too, and it's just all at your fingertips.
For me, the Apple Intelligence integration is great too. For AI to be effective, you need to provide it with context. And there's so many devices. Sometimes we have cameras on our glasses these days, or things that we can wear, but the iPhone is a device that you carry with you. And I feel like it's a window or a portal into the world of AI as well. The camera is not just a camera anymore.
That's right, and that's part of when we talked about the visual intelligence capabilities. You'll be able to use that to identify objects and things in the world around you, and as a gateway to third-party tools to allow you to do other things too.
Okay, now let's switch back to the cameras. As a creator who's getting older, I don't want to carry heavy equipment, so the best camera has always been the one in my pocket. Why has photography and videography really been a tentpole feature for the iPhone?
We wanted to really stay true to what our users are doing with it, and we've been so inspired by what our creators are doing. And it started out years ago just adding a simple camera, right? And now we've got multiple cameras, we've got computational photography, we've got amazing video capability. Now we've added audio capability to the mix. And so it's incredible to have been on this journey and to see our users be on this journey with us, and they're pushing the envelope with what can they create with the iPhone and how it's launched. It's just so much photography and creativity for people, and it's made it accessible, and that's a lot of what inspires and drives us, and we're seeing how it's used, and we're seeing how people pushing the edges with that, and we want to keep doing that for them, keep making tools that are useful but also accessible so more people can use them for this creative power.
I'm so excited about 4K 120.
Ah, yes.
And then also being able to change the frame rate after the fact.
Aha.
Yeah, so I love all the audio and video, and also spatial video. Now that with Vision Pro, I've been capturing more spatial video so that I can go back and relive those memories.
Well, the audio mix has been amazing also. I've gotten a lot of people really excited when I've been showing it today. It's also on the front camera, so that if you're talking in a noisy background, it's perfect for people who want to make sure that they're getting the best audio quality out of them. But it's been amazing to be able to change that and do the intensity of that. So I'm excited for people to bring that element into their videos too.
And this video, by the way, is actually shot on iPhone.
Amazing.
Now let's talk about color. I love fashion. I paid attention to what you were wearing at the keynote.
Okay.
Can you tell me, how does Apple kind of like pick the colors every year? And talk about this whole new move towards vibrant colors on the iPhone 16 series.
Sure. You know, well, we care deeply about color. The design team is amazing, and they spent a lot of time very thoughtfully looking at very detailed nuances across the shade. I can't tell you, if you do a blue, how many different blues are considered for that. Part of it is looking at, what is the material, what is the design of the phone, and what's going to end up representing color really well on that material. And one of the things with the color-infused glass, so last year we introduced this new process, we started with this very lighter palette. And so this year we wanted to bring a more vibrant palette to it, but it required us developing and changing and working on that process differently in timing and temperature to allow us to get this bolder color palette. And so we're thrilled about it, and thank you for noticing it. We think people are going to love these bolder colors.
We've all been wanting these richer colors,
yeah,
so we're happy that it's here. I know you can't play favorites, but what color is your favorite? What color would you rock?
Desert Titanium for iPhone 16 Pro. And I think for the 16, I like the ultramarine the best. I think second is the teal. Actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time today.
Thank you so much. Great to see you again.
And that was my one-on-one with Apple's Kaiann Drance. I learned so much about the iPhone, and I hope you did too. If you like interview videos, we have a lot more coming on this channel, and I'm kind of manifesting an interview with Tim Cook. I know that's going to happen real soon. Make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time we post new videos. Follow me on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun stuff, and for news and updates, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm MICHAELJOSH. Thanks for dropping by.